I'm Tim Canonico. I'm a partner here at PwC. I help lead our pharmaceutical and life sciences risk and regulatory practice. It's a practice of professionals that helps pharmaceutical, med device, biotech companies of all sizes deal with their compliance and regulatory challenges. That's my background as well. I've spent my entire career helping companies address and navigate the complex regulatory environment. That includes building compliance programs, assessing compliance programs, operating all aspects of a compliance program, and really over the last several years, focused on tech enablement. How can we drive costs out of compliance? How can we make compliance more efficient? And how we can help compliance become more of a value-creating entity. When you take a step back and think about how this has evolved over time, there have been a number of settlements, a number of issues, a number of new laws that have been passed, and companies had to put programs into place. They put programs into place to deal with compliance challenges and not always deal with the user experience or the most efficient process. When you step back, there are a number of things that are happening big picture today. There is tremendous pressure on lowering costs. There's patent cliffs. There's pressure from US drug pricing regulations that are happening. There are compliance functions that are trying to shift from being operational focused to being more business advisors. And COVID has thrown a whole wrench into how pharmaceutical companies and medical device companies interact with healthcare professionals. And really, those three things are coming together, and companies are really rethinking how they can change the game when it comes to HCP engagement and global transparency. Historically, these have been really expensive, manual, disparate processes that really very few people are fond of. Internal stakeholders don't like the experience. External HCPs, KOLs don't like the experience. It's slow and expensive and burdensome. And companies are right now really thinking about how they can turn that on its head and change the game on how that works. And that's what we're spending most of our time right now doing, is transforming fundamentally how HCP engagement and spend transparency, and actually monitoring that comes along with that as well. We've been in this business for 25 plus years. Right? We've been on the forefront of helping companies deal with these regulatory requirements from a consulting perspective, from an IRO capacity. And over time, we've seen a need in the market to bring technology that can change the game on how this happens. When you think about it historically, most companies had to build custom in-house software to address either their HCP engagement or spend transparency needs. It's expensive, it's slow, the business is constantly changing. Every one of our clients has some sort of ERP process going, our program going on, M&A happens, and these become perpetual projects that are very expensive to maintain. And our clients actually asked us. They asked us several years ago, PwC, what are you going to do about this? We know you consult in this space, but there really aren't any great solutions on the market. So what we did is we actually looked high and low for what the best solution on the market was going to be. And ultimately, we couldn't find anything that met all of our clients' needs, in particular around HCP engagement. So we went out and we actually built our own software. We built it with the long list of all the requirements that our clients told us they wanted in a true end-to-end HCP engagement solution. Something that's global, something that's mobile enabled, something that's flexible, secure, enterprise grade, integrates with other solutions, and creates that really great end-to-end experience in a compliant way. And that's what we've built with our Interactions Hub product that changes the game on HCP engagement. And similarly, that's what we've done with transparency reporting as well. We've had our own technology for a decade, and our clients asked us, can we please license it? Can we please license it? And finally, a couple of years ago, we decided, yes, we are at the point of maturity as a company where we can license it. And therefore, we've brought these products to market, and we're really excited about how they can change fundamentally how this process operates for the industry. When you think about the end-to-end life cycle, we really have three different solutions. What we did was we thought about how can we build technology across three different parts of that value chain. Interactions Hub is our product that does all the HCP engagement. It does advisory boards, consulting service agreements, speaker programs, external funding, the list goes on, but it supports all of the activities that a manufacturer would do in terms of fee-for-service related activities. It supports it end-to-end, from annual plan, through needs assessment, through fair market value, through contracting. proof of performance, and payment integration, and it supports them deeply. So when you talk about contracting, when you talk about FMV, pre-approval and workflow, cross-border approvals, all the different escalation paths that you'd imagine, we've really thought hard about what is truly end-to-end in interactions and how can we digitally enable that in a product that's designed to work globally as well. So when you think about multilingual, you think about mobile, you think about multi-currency, think about multiple system integrations. We've built all of that so that it can work for clients, big, small, pharma, med device, biotech, and digitizing HCP engagement. We have Transparency Hub, which sounds like what it does. It's designed to handle the global transparency reporting challenges that our clients have. We have been in this business. We're actually one of the first in this business over a decade ago to do transparency reporting. And we've learned so much about what to do and what not to do in transparency reporting. We've built all of that know-how into Transparency Hub. Transparency Hub to take data in any format. It's smart, it finds the issues, it allows you to correct the issues with an audit trail, and it allows you to generate reports anywhere in the world for all the jurisdictions that have transparency reporting requirements. It takes a lot of the pain, the heavy lift, the inefficiency out of transparency reporting. We've also built Detection and Monitoring Hub. That's our tool that digitizes risk assessment and compliance monitoring. That's another area where we see significant need for digital enablement to drive more efficiency in how that process works. We recognize and our clients have demanded that they have the ability to integrate together. And that's what we're bringing forth to the market is an integrated set of technology to truly handle that end-to-end process. We have so many examples to choose from, but one of my favorites is how we've helped a pharmaceutical manufacturer. We helped them take a look at their HCP engagement process. And when you looked at it, there were several silos. There was a silo around pre-approval, a silo around fair market value and contracting and the payment process. And none of this was connected in any way. So when you think about the user experience, you had to type the same information over and over again. These manual processes from a compliance perspective are ripe for risk and ripe for issues that happen. The user experience wasn't very good. It's easy for things to fall through the cracks, and you have to be very detective in the controls that you implement as a compliance function versus preventative. And the story goes, when we looked at some of their end-to-end engagements, and there was 27 emails that went back and forth amongst all of this process to get an engagement out the door. And when they were asked, how long would it take you to explain your spend with Dr. Smith? It would take up to 2 weeks to look in all these different systems to find that information. And what we've done for them is helped get rid of that complexity. We've helped digitally enable that end-to-end process, get rid of that swivel chair where you're swiveling from system to input data by having it in one solution. We've integrated with their other providers and their other solutions so that the data automatically floats. And the result is a more streamlined process, a more efficient process, a more compliant process. And today, when you ask them, what's your spend or what do you have going on with Dr. Smith, they can tell you instantaneously because it's all in the system live. In fact, you can see these things as they're coming to fruition. You can see activities and events as they're being planned by the field and as they're being executed. That level of efficiency, compliance, and visibility fundamentally changed how they operate as a company. And we're excited to do that with companies big and small. You think about PwC, you think about the professional services firm for the last 150 years and not really a products firm. Over the last several years, we have really changed how we operate to be a services and products company. We've stood up our own products, our own products business here at PwC that has over 1,900 people today. These are engineers and developers and support and maintenance professionals, everything that we need to have a truly effective products business. We have over 100 products today that we're now marketing. We see this as a really exciting way that we can deliver more value for our clients at lower costs, and that's what they're asking for. And the last thing I would leave you with is it's not all about products. We know that to go on these transformational journeys, you need multiple pieces of the puzzle to make this work together. So what we're doing is we've brought our consulting, our products, and our managed services together so that we can help our clients on these transformational efforts. We help you up front, design the strategy, build the future state process, make that change happen. We implement our products to tech enable the vision that we set out in our consulting engagements. And then for our clients that need assistance, we can provide managed services across that continuum to further lower the cost and take the heavy burden away. So for us, really, it's that those three prongs coming together. And that's really what we're excited about in the years to come, is doing more and more of that integrated solutioning for our clients.